Imagine this, it's midnight in Madeira, Portugal. The streets are empty, rain pours down, and a young boy stands alone. He kicks a football against a wall, over and over again. His clothes are torn. His body is exhausted. His stomach is empty. But he keeps going. That boy is Cristiano Ronaldo, and this is not just a story about football. This is a story about pain, sacrifice, and becoming unstoppable. Welcome to Cristiano Ronaldo's journey through Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins, the book that teaches us how to turn pain into power. This is a deep exploration of how Ronaldo used hardship as fuel, applied mental toughness principles, and built a legendary career by refusing to accept limits. David Goggins calls it callousing the mind. Ronaldo lived it. Cristiano Ronaldo wasn't born into success. He was born into struggle. From a young age, life tested him in ways that would break most people. But instead of succumbing to hardship, he developed an unshakable mindset, a mindset that mirrored the principles David Goggins discusses in Can't Hurt Me. His father, José Diniz Aveiro, battled alcoholism and passed away when Ronaldo was only 20. This meant Ronaldo had no strong father figure to guide him during his most crucial years. His mother, Maria Dolores dos Santos Aveiro, worked multiple jobs as a cook and cleaner just to put food on the table. She often sacrificed her own needs to ensure Ronaldo and his siblings had enough to survive. Ronaldo shared a small, cramped room with his siblings. There were no luxuries, no privileges, and certainly no shortcuts to success. Sometimes he trained on an empty stomach because there wasn't enough food to go around. But hunger didn't stop him. It fueled his hunger for success. Most kids in his situation would have given up. They would have accepted their circumstances as fate. Goggins calls this harnessing suffering. Ronaldo turned pain into fuel. Pain is either a roadblock or a stepping stone. It all depends on how you use it. Ronaldo chose to use it to become stronger, faster, and more determined. Lesson: pain is your training ground. Every setback, every hardship, and every painful experience you go through is preparing you for something greater. The difference between winners and losers isn't talent, it's mindset. Losers see pain as an excuse. Winners see pain as a lesson. In life, the biggest growth comes from the most painful experiences. Ask yourself, have you ever let adversity define you? Have you allowed struggle to make you stronger? Do you avoid discomfort, or do you embrace it? David Goggins and Cristiano Ronaldo both prove that the ability to push through pain is the foundation of greatness. You must train your mind to see pain as a tool, not an obstacle. When Ronaldo was hungry, he trained harder. When he was bullied for his accent, he worked on his confidence. When he was doubted, he outworked everyone. This is the key to success, not just in football, but in every area of life. Instead of saying, "Why me?" start asking, "What is this teaching me?" Pain is a teacher, and those who listen to its lessons grow beyond what they ever imagined. Ronaldo didn't complain about his father's struggles, the lack of money, or his difficult upbringing. He used his circumstances as fuel to break free. You must do the same. No matter what life throws at you, your response determines your future. Will you make excuses? Or will you use it as fuel to create something legendary? Success is built in the fire of adversity. Be relentless. Stay hungry. Keep pushing forward. David Goggins says, "The mind will quit long before the body does." Cristiano Ronaldo proved this to be true. At just 12 years old, Cristiano Ronaldo faced one of the most difficult moments of his life. He left the comfort of his home in Madeira and moved to Lisbon, where he would train at Sporting CP's Academy. For most kids, this would have been overwhelming. For Ronaldo, it was an opportunity to harden his mind and push beyond limits. A brutal experience that could have broken him. When Ronaldo arrived in Lisbon, it wasn't the dream life he had imagined. He was bullied for his strong Madeira accent. His way of speaking was different from the Lisbon boys, and they mocked him relentlessly. He was lonely. He had no family, no close friends, and no emotional support system. He was mocked for being too skinny. Coaches doubted he could ever compete physically against bigger, stronger players. Most kids would have crumbled under this pressure. But Ronaldo didn't break, he adapted. The difference: relentless work ethic. Instead of allowing the negativity to consume him, Ronaldo did what Goggins calls callousing the mind. 200 sit-ups every night before bed to strengthen his core. Extra hours after practice, while others went home, he stayed back to perfect his dribbling, shooting, and fitness. No distractions. He didn't let loneliness, bullying, or doubt stop him from achieving his dream. David Goggins says, "Stay hard." Cristiano Ronaldo lived it. While other kids focused on playing, laughing, and enjoying their childhood, Ronaldo became obsessed with improvement. His life revolved around one thing: becoming the best. While others were sleeping, he was training. While others were partying, he was working. While others made excuses, he took action. This is what separates winners from losers. Lesson: you must outwork your competition. In any area of life, whether in business, sports, or personal growth, the people who succeed are the ones who push beyond discomfort. The truth? Most people give up when things become difficult. But winners? They keep going. If you want to achieve anything great, you must ask yourself: do you wake up before your competitors? Do you work when they relax? Do you embrace discomfort and challenge yourself daily? If your answer is no, then you are not playing to win. Ronaldo didn't rely on talent. He didn't wait for opportunities to come to him. He made himself unstoppable through discipline. The mindset shift from excuses to action. Most people make excuses when life gets tough. I don't have the right connections. I'm too tired. It's too hard. But successful people like Cristiano Ronaldo and David Goggins, they turn struggles into strengths. They use pain as fuel. They refuse to quit. Success isn't about luck, it's about effort. Ronaldo didn't grow up rich. He wasn't the biggest or strongest. He wasn't the most naturally gifted. But he had something more powerful: an unbreakable mindset. Think about your own life. Have you ever quit because things got too hard? Have you let failure define you? Have you blamed external circumstances instead of taking control? If so, it's time to change. Here's what you must do. Develop unshakable discipline. Commit to working harder than everyone around you. Silence the doubters. Let your success be the answer to negativity. Embrace discomfort. Growth only happens outside of your comfort zone. Stay obsessed with improvement. Never stop learning, training, and pushing yourself. Ronaldo's secret: the no excuses mindset. At Sporting CP, Ronaldo was mocked, doubted, and underestimated. But instead of crying about it, he used every insult as motivation. The kids who laughed at him? He outtrained them. The coaches who doubted him? He outperformed their expectations. The struggles he faced? He turned them into fuel. This is the secret to success: no excuses. You don't need to be the most talented. You don't need the perfect conditions. You don't need to wait for the right time. You just need to work harder than everyone else. Hard work beats talent. Cristiano Ronaldo had talent, but talent alone doesn't create legends. It was his obsession with improvement that made him unstoppable. What's stopping you? What's holding you back? What's your excuse? The truth? There is no excuse. If a poor boy from Madeira can become the greatest footballer in the world, what's stopping you from achieving greatness? Push beyond limits. Work when others rest. Stay obsessed. That's how you win in life. David Goggins, taking soul's principle. Dominate so hard that even your haters respect you. There's a moment in every legend's journey when the world tells them, you can't do this. Cristiano Ronaldo had that moment at 15 years old. He was already known as a rising star at Sporting CP, but then came the biggest challenge of his young career, a challenge that could have ended his football dreams forever. At 15, Ronaldo was diagnosed with tachycardia, a condition that made his heart beat too fast, even when resting. This wasn't just a minor health issue, it was life-threatening. Doctors told him that without surgery, he might never be able to play football again. Imagine that. You've sacrificed your childhood. You've left your family behind. You've trained harder than anyone else. And now, your own heart, the organ keeping you alive, is threatening to take it all away. For most people, this would be the end. For Cristiano Ronaldo, it was just another obstacle to overcome. Instead of breaking down or feeling sorry for himself, Ronaldo did what warriors do. He faced the problem head-on. He underwent heart surgery to fix the issue. Instead of taking months to recover, he was back on the pitch in weeks. He trained even harder to make up for lost time. This is what separates champions from ordinary people. Most people let adversity define them. The great ones use it as fuel. David Goggins calls this taking souls, proving people wrong so brutally that they are forced to respect you. Ronaldo didn't just come back after surgery. He came back stronger, faster, and more determined than ever. At 16, he was training with Sporting CP's first team, competing against grown men. At 17, he played his first professional game, proving he belonged. At 18, he faced Manchester United in a friendly, and completely destroyed them. He was too fast. He was too skillful. He was too determined. Sir Alex Ferguson saw it and knew, this kid is special. Manchester United signed Ronaldo, making him the most expensive teenager in football history. Lesson: adversity is fuel. In life, you will always face obstacles. People will tell you, you're not good enough. Life will throw setbacks at you. You will experience failure. What separates winners from losers is how they respond. Most people use adversity as an excuse. Champions use it as fuel. When David Goggins was called weak, he became the toughest man alive. When Cristiano Ronaldo was doubted, he became the best footballer in the world. What about you? Are you letting setbacks define you, or are you using them to fuel your success? The weak mindset vs. the strong mindset. Weak people say, "It's too hard. I don't think I can do this. Maybe I should quit." Strong people say, "This is hard, but I will find a way. I'm not there yet, but I will get better." Quitting is not an option. Your mindset determines your success. If you want to succeed in anything, business, sports, or personal growth, you must learn how to turn pain into power. 1. When people doubt you, train harder. 2. When life knocks you down, get back up. 3. When things get difficult, push through. Ronaldo didn't let a heart problem define him. He didn't let the doubters stop him. He took every challenge and used it as motivation. You must do the same. Even after joining Manchester United, people still doubted him. They said he was too flashy. They said he would never be world class. They said he dived too much and had no end product. Instead of arguing, Ronaldo let his work speak for him. He trained harder than anyone. He built a body that could outmuscle defenders. He perfected his finishing, free kicks, and decision-making. By 23 years old, he won his first Ballon d'Or, proving every critic wrong. What's the lesson? Don't waste time arguing with doubters. Let your success be your response. Work so hard that even your haters have to respect you. Success is earned, not given. Cristiano Ronaldo's story teaches us one powerful truth. No one is born great. Greatness is built through struggle. If you want to be great, ask yourself, are you willing to suffer? Are you willing to push beyond your limits? Are you willing to work harder than everyone else? Most people will never do this. That's why most people will never be successful. But if you're willing to put in the work, you can achieve anything. Use adversity as fuel. Silence the doubters. Stay relentless. David Goggins' 40% rule. Most people quit at 40% of their potential. At Manchester United, Cristiano Ronaldo didn't just play football. He became obsessed with becoming the best in the world. Most players train just enough to compete. Ronaldo trained to dominate. When Ronaldo arrived at Manchester United in 2003, he was an 18-year-old with undeniable talent. But talent alone doesn't make legends. He was flashy, skillful, and exciting to watch, but he had weaknesses. He dribbled too much. He was too skinny to handle the physicality of the Premier League. He lacked efficiency in front of goal. But instead of settling for being a good player, Ronaldo decided to become unstoppable. Most people train until they get it right. The great ones train until they can't get it wrong. While other players did the minimum required training, Ronaldo did extra. First to arrive, last to leave, every single day. Extra gym sessions, building the perfect football physique. Thousands of free kick repetitions, mastering dead-ball situations. Studied his weaknesses, turning them into strengths. David Goggins calls this pushing beyond the 40% rule, the idea that when you think you're done, you're only 40% of the way there. Most people stop when things get uncomfortable. Ronaldo trained harder because things were uncomfortable. His training routine at Manchester United was legendary. He didn't just lift weights, he lifted with intensity, focusing on explosiveness and speed. He didn't just run sprints, he made them competitive, ensuring he was always the fastest. He didn't just practice shooting, he spent hours perfecting every technique: volleys, long-range shots, headers, and free kicks. Sir Alex Ferguson said it best: "I have never coached a player more dedicated than Cristiano Ronaldo." At United, he transformed his body, mind, and skill set until he became a machine. By 2008, Ronaldo had reached a level that few could match. He scored 42 goals in the 2007-08 season, a ridiculous tally for a winger. He helped Manchester United win the Premier League and Champions League. He won his first Ballon d'Or, officially becoming the best player in the world. All of this was earned. Ronaldo was not the most talented player in the world, but he was the most disciplined. Talent is nothing without relentless effort. Lesson: don't stop when you're good enough. Average people stop at good enough. Legends push beyond limits. Most people work until they're comfortable. The great ones work until they're undeniable. Common traps that block success. 1. I'm already good enough. 2. I don't need to work that hard. 3. I've achieved enough. This is the mindset of mediocre people. Ronaldo could have settled after his first big season. Instead, he kept training like he was still an 18-year-old kid trying to prove himself. Ask yourself, are you pushing past your limits? Are you refining your craft daily? Are you staying uncomfortable? If the answer is no, you're not maximizing your potential. The Goggins and Ronaldo mindset: no excuses, only work. David Goggins ran 100 miles on broken feet. Cristiano Ronaldo trained until perfection became normal. Both have the same mindset: no excuses, just work. If you want to achieve greatness in life, business, or sports, you must train beyond what feels comfortable. Ronaldo didn't just want to be a professional footballer. He wanted to be the best in history. And that required work that most people weren't willing to do. If you want to dominate in life and business, follow these principles. 1. Never be satisfied with good enough. Right arrow: if you're improving, you're growing. If you're comfortable, you're stagnating. 2. Develop an elite work ethic. Be the first in, last out. Outwork your competition. 3. Make discipline your default mode. Success is built through daily habits, not occasional effort. 4. Stay hungry. Even when you achieve success, act like you're still chasing it. The difference between winners and losers. Losers complain about long hours, make excuses for why they aren't successful, work only when they feel motivated. Winners wake up early and work hard even when tired. Look at setbacks as learning experiences. Push themselves past their mental limits. If you want to be elite, act like it every day. Success is about pushing beyond comfort. The pain of discipline is always better than the pain of regret. Cristiano Ronaldo didn't become a legend by chance. He forced himself to work harder than anyone else. Most people stop at 40% of their potential. Ronaldo pushed past 100%. If you want to be successful, ask yourself, Am I doing enough, or am I just doing what's comfortable? If you want to be great, stop settling. Train, work, and grind like your future depends on it, because it does. Stay relentless. Stay disciplined. Stay unstoppable. David Goggins, Accountability Mirror. The key to self-improvement is brutal honesty with yourself. Cristiano Ronaldo lived by this rule every single day. He didn't sugarcoat his weaknesses. He didn't rely on past achievements. He didn't let success make him complacent. Instead, he held himself to the highest possible standard. In 2009, Ronaldo left Manchester United as the best player in England. But he wasn't satisfied with being the best in one country. He wanted to be the best in the world. Real Madrid paid a world record €94 million for him. The pressure was enormous. Madrid fans expect instant results. Some doubted he could match the legends of the past. Most players would struggle under this pressure. Ronaldo used it as fuel. Training like a madman. Ronaldo didn't just show up at Madrid, he showed up as a different beast. While others relaxed, he worked. While others celebrated success, he trained for the next victory. While others aged, he evolved. Most players at Madrid followed normal training schedules. Ronaldo went above and beyond. 4 30-minute gym sessions before anyone else arrived. Rigorous strength and speed training, turning himself into an unstoppable force. Extra hours of practice, perfecting his free kicks, headers, and finishing. Ice baths, massages, and recovery routines, treating his body like a Formula One car. David Goggins says, "The brain always tries to find the easy way out. The great ones shut that voice down." Ronaldo lived by this principle. He didn't skip training when he was tired. He didn't eat junk food just because he was famous. He didn't let success slow him down. He was a machine programmed for greatness. The results, records, trophies, and dominance. The impact of his relentless work ethic was undeniable. 5 Ballon d'Or titles, the award for the best player in the world. 4 Champions League wins with Real Madrid. All-time top scorer for the club, 450 goals in 438 games. Most goals in a single Champions League season, 17. Back-to-back Champions League wins, 2016, 2017, 2018. Ronaldo wasn't just successful, he dominated. In life and business, success isn't just about talent. It's about the work you put in behind the scenes. Lesson: if you're not improving, you're falling behind. Success is never final. Most people stop improving after they reach a certain level. They think, "I've made it," and get comfortable. But the greatest achievers keep pushing forward. They always look for new ways to improve. They constantly analyze their weaknesses. They refuse to be satisfied with past accomplishments. If you want to stay at the top in life and business, you must hold yourself accountable. Track your progress. Never settle for being good enough. David Goggins had a strategy to push himself every day. He used an accountability mirror, writing down his weaknesses, setting goals, and forcing himself to improve. Ronaldo did the same thing. He constantly evaluated himself and found ways to get better. Example: if his free kicks weren't accurate enough, he spent hours perfecting them. If he felt he wasn't fast enough, he modified his training to improve speed. If he wasn't scoring enough headers, he practiced jumps until he could out-jump defenders. Goggins' lesson: don't lie to yourself. Face the truth, then fix it. Ronaldo's lesson: if you're not improving, someone else is, and they'll take your spot. The people who win in life are the ones who never stop learning, never stop evolving, and never stop improving. Greatness is a lifelong pursuit. Most people achieve success and slow down. The great ones achieve success and work even harder. Ronaldo's time at Real Madrid wasn't just about winning. It was about proving that he could dominate football for a decade. He didn't just maintain his level, he kept raising the bar. If you want to be successful in your field, work harder than everyone else. Stay disciplined when others get lazy. Keep setting new goals, no matter how much you've achieved. The moment you stop growing, you start declining. Do you know? Before he became a football superstar, what was Cristiano Ronaldo's childhood nickname? They called him Crybaby because he would cry every time he lost. But guess what? That crybaby became the hardest worker in football history. What happens when a legend turns 30? Cristiano Ronaldo dominated his 20s. But what happens when an athlete reaches his 30s? Most footballers decline. Most lose speed. Most fade into the background. Did Ronaldo follow the normal path? No. He reinvented himself. In Part 2, we explore how Ronaldo adapted his game after turning 30. How he stayed elite when others declined. How he proved that greatness has no age limit. And that's not all. We'll explore more lessons from Can't Hurt Me on health, happiness, mindset, relationships, and travel in upcoming videos. So make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on notifications because you do not want to miss Part 2. Comment below. What's your biggest takeaway from Ronaldo's journey? Let's discuss. Until next time, stay relentless.